All right, let's talk about it. Get off my chest. It's just fruit juice. It's not what you think. Spilt milk. That's what I'm thinking about. The spillage of milk. Not necessarily in the literal terms, but an analogy. Never cry over spilt milk. And I was sitting there thinking, I've been on this huge Gary Vee kick, and if you're not hip, it's just fruit juice. If you're not hip, it's Gary Vee. GaryVee. At Gary Vee. Follow him on every platform that you're subscribed to, because he just drops so much knowledge, so much wisdom, and so much love and help for people that are ambitious towards their goals. And I don't even think that he gets anything. I mean, I think he's got a couple shameless plugs in there where he drops his wine texts and he promotes his, but I mean, on his platform, why wouldn't you? On his platform, it's huge. Millions of people watch him. And you've got a platform that big, so why not drop it? And I think a lot of people hate on that. And I'm just like, okay, well, I mean, what are you doing? So, watching him, I suddenly had the urge or the desire to garage sale and yard sale. And fortunately, there's a couple houses in my area that were hosting such events. And listening to him, I was just like, okay, you know what? Let me just try. Let me see if I'm passionate enough, right? Like if I'm passionate enough to pursue something like this. Now, growing up, I used to hate garage sales. I used to hate yard sales because my mom would drag me to these, bro. Like she would drag me to these yard sales and garage sales where you're just kind of like standing around looking like I don't care. Like at that time, like I felt like I had a little bit of privilege as a kid. Like I had a TV and a speaker system with like a 6 CD turntable thing in it to where I could just disc 4 play. Like, and I'm sure that that's relatable to some people. But if you're younger, then you're just like, what is he talking about, bro? Like all I do is just stream Bluetooth, and like it's all just Bluetooth connectivity for me. Well, at that time, that's what my hookup was, right? I had my PlayStation, I had my video games, I had a big TV in there. At that time, it was a 27-inch, bro. It was a 27-inch, bro. So, and it was a tube TV, one of them bulky joints, right? So, I loved it. I had my whole room set up. So going to these garage sales and yard sales, I never understood. My mom, I don't know if she ever did it right though. God bless her heart, rest her soul. Like I don't think that she ever did it right though. So I think that Gary Vee, if he had all this knowledge when I was 10, it was like what, the year 2000 or so, or 98, whatever it was, like if he was dropping knowledge like that, hopefully my mom would have gotten better, but I don't know. So anyways, spilled milk. So I started going to these, I went to a garage sale, yard sale today. I was like, all right, let me check this out. So I just want to see what I can do. So I'm walking through and I'm looking at a couple things, and a friend of mine was just like, no, like it's probably not worth it. And I'm just like, I just want to grab something. See if I can sell it. Well, she had left, and some other people had stayed behind, and I turned around and I noticed this World War II uniform, right? And I'm big on military. I may not know all the information, all the facts, all the history of it, but I have family that have served, and military is near and dear to my heart. I'm definitely grateful for our military, for what they do. day in and day out. From the stories I've heard, it's thank you, hats off, right? Salute to your service. I really appreciate it. So I see this World War II United States Air Corps uniform. There's two of them there. One of them's dress, the other one's not. Not in the best condition. I mean, they had some stains on them and stuff, and I'm hoping I still have them. But I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, I'm just like, okay, you know what? I spent like $45 on two pieces of historical military uniforms. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to see what I can do. I tried to negotiate, but like my heart was just like, my heart kind of got in the way. And if Gary Vee were to see this, he'd probably be like, bro, like, forget your feelings, like, just, hustle. But the military was involved, and I was just like, okay, I don't, what have you. So I need to look these things up. But I'm sitting there thinking in my mind, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm looking at the condition of these, and I'm analyzing them, and I'm just sitting there thinking, and I'm like, man, I might not be able to get that much for these. Like, I don't think that they're gonna come out to the value that I think that they are. And it's all a learning experience. And I'm like I said in my previous post, like, I'm not afraid, bro, of failure. And when I say bro, it's just general. And these videos are for anybody, but this is just my terminology. This is just who I am. Like, this is just what I do. This is how I talk. So, don't take offense. Oh, okay, well, it's just Swords One race. No, it's for anybody. I just bro. Like that's just what I do. All right. So, I bought these things, and I'm sitting there, and then next thing I know, I'm just like, well, that was dumb. I started getting down on myself and started to being like, you spend $45 on something that you believe that isn't going to have any value. But the thing is that, like, I don't even have all the facts. So it's like spilt milk. Like, the deed is already done. I was ambitious towards my goals. And I just said, you know what? I just want to try this. Let me see if I'm any good at it. Let me see if the garage selling skill had trickled down. And granted, like I said, I spoke earlier, my mom probably wasn't the best at it, but she had a knack for it, and she went and bought the things that she liked. So I want to buy things that I like, but then I also want to buy things that other people are going to like. And if I see value in it more so than the actual holder of the item in its current, present sense, I want to see more than that. And I believe that a lot of the merchandise and stuff that we're just kind of tired of, so we throw it away, what have you. But I'm sitting there worried about the value of this product without even like fully digging in to see what the actual value is. And this thing could be worth $100, couple hundred, I don't know, $1,000. I just haven't done all my research yet, but I wanted to share the thought of that, don't cry over spilled milk. And in my interpretation, the reason why you don't cry over it is because it's already spilt. It's already done. The deed is already done. It's already happened. So if you spend time crying about it, you're going to spend less time focusing on the resolution, solving the problem. The problem is that the milk is spilt. If that is a problem, the milk could have been bad. That wouldn't be a bad problem. In this sense, I've already bought the uniforms. I need to do my due diligence before I get discouraged. And I think that applies to a lot of situations. I think that we jump the gun. I think that we allow our emotions to impact us. I think that we allow our own emotions to control us. The thoughts that we have towards things when they just don't look like they're going the right way. We just say, oh, that's it. It's done. It's not done. If it's started, it can be finished. Results may vary. And that's just my 2 cents on it. Spilled milk. I probably could have come up with a better analogy and a better comparison for you, but this is what came to my mind, and I wanted to speak on it. So guess what? Cheers. I spoke on it. Get it off my chest. I should have ended it right there, but I didn't. Because in all things that I do, In all things that I'm going to do through this channel, I want God to get the glory for it. And in this particular situation, I thank God for wisdom. I thank God for maturity. Jesus Christ, no other God. That's just my personal belief. That's my personal belief. I'm not trying to force anything. That's not what this is about. This is just about talking, shooting the breeze, me airing out some things that are on my chest. That I need to get off, because I found that whenever I express myself verbally, it allows me to process things. Even though what I'm thinking about, what I'm speaking on at that time, potentially could be wrong. I'm not opposed to being corrected. If I'm doing something wrong, if I'm in the wrong light, if I'm in the wrong lane, if I'm not speaking to something properly, accurately, well then I want to know. But a lot of the things that I'm going to discuss, a lot of things that I'm going to talk about are just going to be my personal opinion. And I'm at a point in my life where, as long as God is leading me, and as long as I'm staying connected to God wholeheartedly, I gotta say it like that because it takes that much. It just takes that much energy and passion. Like, it just, for me, everybody's got a different walk. Everybody's got a different light. That's fine. This isn't, I'm always going to give God his respect, his glory. I'm always going to do it. And that's not going to change in any one of these videos. I'm not going to carry on throughout these videos talking about it, but I wanted to make that a disclaimer and just put it out there that that's something that I stand by. He's ultimately responsible for what it is that I'm producing right now through these videos. Glory to God to the highest. God bless you guys. Thank you for all those healthcare workers. Thank you for all the frontline workers, everybody that's out there that is sacrificing day in and day out. This country wouldn't be anything without you. Period. God bless you, and I love you. I really, really love you. Never met you. Some of you. Maybe one day I will. But just know that I love you regardless, and that you are loved. You really are loved. I mean that. God bless.